him a little vid. Okie doke. Good afternoon, everybody. For those who are watching the video as well later, we are going to work predominantly today on, for people that seat it on a lot of the time or in a flex position. So we're going to work on hip mobility, hip strength, and we're also going to work on trying to create some length through the front of the chest and some strength through the back to stop that kyphosis. Okie doke. So just take your feet into parallel. We'll just warm up as normal. So again, just give yourself a really lovely circling action for 2. I don't actually smile because I've just cut some, I can never pronounce it, Cavallero Nero, is it a type of kale? And I'm a bit worried that it's stuck in my teeth, so I might have like spinach teeth. And the other way, I'm trying to increase my vegetable intake. So, yeah. So hopefully, it's not that I've not been brushing my teeth. If you see black, it's spinach, Cavallero. And then take it up for 6, for 5, keep the core tight, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carry on with that calf raise, but work into this position, your Morecambe and Wise. So again, that internal, external rotation. And 3, and 4. I've done quite a lot of weights this morning. The shoulder joint can do an awful lot of actions, so it's nice to keep it mobile and strong. So always do these type of exercises before you start lifting weights. And 2, and 1. Yes, I'm not smiling as much as normal today. And then just for the hips, let's come down actually, just to get a bit of strength in there. Just have a little rock around like that. And then take your hands together, draw the tummy in, just take it round. Try and keep that elbow glued into the waist. For 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Well done, that's all. We're just going to come down into a very deep squat. Watch with your squat that your hips are coming backwards, so I don't want any of this kind of move. Yeah, it needs to be back into the hips. So let's go down for 20. 20, stick that bum right out. Keep the tummy tight. Don't do that. Yeah, and again, elevate through the chest. And for 7, keep the core tight. 6, keep going. And another 10. 10, if you want to work a little bit more in the inner thighs, you can always come into a second position where you turn the heels in towards each other. And for 6, I had a busy morning, a half 8, a half 9, a 12, not 12, a half 9, a half 8 math, half 8 1-to-1, half 9 class, and half 10 massage. So I can't get my words out. And 2, and 1. Well done. And for hip mobility, I want you to just keep the hips facing forward if you can. Shoulder blades down. We're just going to circle and extend. I can't fully extend at the minute just because that where I've broke my ankle, the movement's not quite there. But try and extend that leg if you can. And then the other way, I'm doing my arm as well, which is great for mobility. And we're just circling for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Well done. And then to get some hip extension, we're going to come into that standing foot. Hold on if you need to. Tuck the tailbone a little bit. We're not lifting very high. We're just lifting and squeezing. Squeeze the bum. Squeeze for 3, for 4, 4, 3. Keep going. 2, and 1. And again, I'm just holding again, that foot's nearly there, but not quite. And again, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it back, take the heel back, take the gaze up, take a breath in. And again. Last one. Well done. I put a bar on YouTube yesterday as well, Paula, if you're feeling energetic this weekend. And then we're just going to keep that knee semi-bent, chin to chest, and just roll down. Sometimes if the hamstrings are the legs too straight, it can just pull on the back of it. Let the head just hang. Take a breath in. Well done. Soften that knee and gently come back up. Bone to bone. Before we do the other side, come into a deep side. So really nice lengthened position through the inner thighs. Take the hips back and just let the back become straight. Just hold it there for a sec. Just hold and then come down that little bit further to get the fingertips or the palms, whatever feels comfortable. Let the head just hang. You may get your forearms if you're not too tight. Take a breath in. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Last one. Well done. Walk both hands to one foot. Just let the head hang towards the knee. Take a breath in. Last one. To the other side. Mat is still away. She's in Poland still. Take a breath in. It's a lovely little smile. And then back to centre. Start bringing your feet back in. Bend the knees and softly come up. And just before we move into that other side, just have a little circling action. So into that pelvic, and just notice how does the back feel. Sometimes it's really nice to super slow it down. And you can go that a little bit quicker. And then the other way, slow, round and up. Good. And one more slow. And then quicken it. 1 and 2. Well done. Come to that other side. So again, it's worth just doing the shoulder area as well. So you'll see how I extend on this one more. So you bring the knee round and straighten it. So round and straighten. Round and straighten. And some ability for the hip. And 2 and 1. Circle back the other way. And 2 and 3 and 4. 2 more. 2 and 1. And then onto that front foot again. So tip the tailbone a little bit. Take the weight forward. 2 lots of 8. 1, 2. So increasing the balance, working through the bum, stretching the hip extension. And again, we got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the foot back, take a gaze up. And again. Well done, back down, straighten that front leg. You can have a bit of semi-bend in the knee. If the hamstrings are super tight, this leg's okay. Gently down towards the floor. Let the head hang towards the knee. Take a beautiful breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Last one, soften the front knee, breath in. And slowly roll yourself up. And fantastic, well done. Okay, let's just take it a little bit again. I'm what we call a little bit of an isometric lift. Spread the toes in the supporting foot, lift it up, straighten that leg. You can hold on if you want, just lift it. 1, 2, 3, 4, just to build the quads. 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then bring it back because it needs a good old stretch then. And just pull it in. Taking a breath in. Bit of a difference to last week, isn't it? The weather. It was cracking the flags and it's, yeah, just like Britain now. And well done, switch sides. And again, so try and keep the hips facing forward, take one leg straight. Soften the front knee a little bit, lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry about doing that with my teeth, I should have brushed them before I came in, I was rushing. I've not had a second this morning. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Bring it back. Try and keep the knees together. Tuck the tailbone a little bit to stretch out. Yeah, hold on as well if you need to. Don't compromise the balance. Sorry, a stretch for balance, yeah? We're not trying to balance just yet. We're doing more of a stretch. Hold. And relax. Well done. Take one foot in front of the other. Brilliant stretch for runners, for all kinds of things. We're just going to reach up. Reach. Take a beautiful breath in. And then exhale as we come over. Inhale to stay. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. So important to stretch the hips, stretch the lats, and gently back in. Don't move the legs. Take the hips back. Weight forwards, down we come, into the iliotibial band, that white connective tissue that runs down the side of the leg and also the hamstrings. Take a breath in. Last one, breath in, and gently up. Oh, beautiful. So just see if you've got any little aches and pains anywhere. Again, reach up, reach high. Don't come over yet, just stretching mainly through the lats. Take a breath in. Exhale over. Breath in through the nose. And again. Last one. If anyone's sat there thinking, ooh, I can't imagine just eating kale. I did have a little bit of garlic oil and a little bit of salt and pepper and chili in it. And take it back, chin to chest, gently down. Letting the head hang. Didn't have time to make a piece of salmon with it. Last one, breath in. And slowly back up. Beautiful. Well done, brilliant. Okay, excellent. You might have detected a few little tight spots there. So, perfect timing. Let's bring ourselves to, so we're going to have a little bit of strength through the core, but also some nice work through the back and the legs as well. So chin to chest. We're going to take the hips backwards and gently come down towards the floor. Just letting everything hang. Don't worry if you can't touch the floor. Just rock forwards and backwards. Yeah? So just take the hands on the side of the legs if you can't reach the floor. Forward and back. Letting everything just relax. And then side to side. Side to side. And then walk it out into your plank position. We're going to keep on the floor, so we're just going to keep into plank. Make sure your bum's not doing this. Make sure you're not in a downward dog, you are in a nice position. Lifting up through the breastbone. If it's too much, you can always take the knees down. Send the heels towards the floor so you've got that nice straight back. Hold that position. I'm just going to hold for another 10. Take the hips up nice and high, walk the hands back. And I just want you to really kind of think about sending the hips as high as possible, the heels really nice and high, and then bend the knees and straighten them. Bend the knees and straighten. Bend and straighten. And again. One more. And then send the heels towards the floor. Don't worry if you cannot reach the floor, just go to your own range of motion. If you're super tight through the back of the legs, that can pull on the back, so just be careful. You can have a little walk out, so right heel, left heel. So bend one leg, the other heel goes to floor, like we're on a step, an elliptical trainer type thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then walk it back into plank. Hold that position. We're going to do that one more time. Send the heels towards the floor, lift up out of the breastbone, keep the core tight. Hold. Keep holding. I'm still going. Take the hips nice and high, walk the hands back. Again, hips nice and high. The head comes towards the thighs. We just soften the knees and straighten them. Soften and straighten. Soften, straighten. Soften, straighten. This time right heel down. Hold it. Bend the left knee. Feel that stretch. Switch. Take the left heel down. Feel that. And then the next one, we're going to just come down onto the floor into our cow pose. Stick the bum right up. Take a breath in. Round the back. Chin towards the chest. Let's go the other way. Keep moving round. And again. So stretch in the front of the body. Stretch in the back. One of the nicest moves there is. Everybody on the planet should do this. Back to centre. Take the hips in one direction, the head to the other. Round the back. Come in the other side. So it's just, don't overthink it. Like a rolling cat to cow. Rolling cat to cow. The other way. And relax, well done. Come on to your big toes. So big toes together, knees out wide, and just lengthen down into a shell stretch. You can just rest there, or you can just have a little sway in action. Well done. Come back up. I'm mindful that we're going back on our wrist, Paula, but you should be okay, honey. Any wrist work is obviously great for osteoporosis as well. So don't take the palms directly underneath the elbow. Just walk them forward a little bit. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Draw the belly in. Some more action for the back to strengthen the back. So take the left leg long. Draw the belly in. Tuck the tailbone a little bit. Keep the neck long, we're just going to lift again for them hips as well. For 2, for 3, for 4, for 4, for 3, for 2. Hold it up, take it in for 4, in for 3, in for 2, in for 1. Yeah, and then hamstring, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knee in, tuck it under, tuck it out to the side, into pigeon stretch. Hold that position. So if you're tight through the piriformis, this might feel quite major, or a little bit through there as well. And again, if the bum gets too kind of tight, kind of affects the sciatic type nerve as well. And then bend that other knee. Hopefully you've got the range of motion to pull that heel into bum. Feel. Beautiful. Hold. Yes, I'm going to send my brother this video. So Darren, hopefully you'll get it and watch it, and you can tell me I've mentioned you. His hips are not good at the minute. So I've told him he needs some strength work going on as well. Switch sides, draw the belly in, lift and lower. So the problem is with like a lot of people today, they're in a lot of flex, they're seated a lot. Yeah, so the hips get super tight. Back gets tight, you get a little bit of kyphosis, rounded shouldered. Yeah, so we need to do hip extension work like this. Hold it, just take it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to centre, hamstring curl. 10, 9, 8. Don't let the back drop, don't let the breastbone lift up. Draw, keep the tummy tight. Navel towards the spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Take your hands forward, bring that knee in, tuck it under, take the knee out to the side into a right angle. Hold that stretch into the glutes. Take a few breaths in, give your hands a little bit of an in and out. Well done, back up to centre. Bring the heel into the bottom, feel that stretch. And relax. So a lot of the muscles around the hips will help support that lower back. So we're going to go on to our backs. Yeah? So hopefully you can see me okay. Can you see me alright? Let me just check. Yeah, I'll just give myself a little bit, that's a bit better. Okay, so we're going to do some bridge work. Paul and anyone that's watching, and bridge will obviously strengthen because you want to tuck a little bit, so you'll strengthen the bone, the hamstrings, that you'll get this lovely lengthening action and a little bit of strength for the quads as well. So with bridge, you want to lengthen through the front of the chest. Don't let your arms fall in. Take your arms down by your side, walk your feet towards your bottom. Yeah, don't let the legs fall out like this, keep them parallel. Take a breath in. And I want you to imagine you've got a little grip underneath the lumbar spine, and you gently roll the lower back into it and start lifting up. Sending the knees nice and long. Just walk your shoulder blades down. Make sure you're on the tip of the shoulder blade and not on the neck. The ribs are down. You've got this lovely stability through the hips. Tuck the tailbone. Tuck it, and we're just going to slightly elevate that right hip bone up. Slightly elevate it again. Then the left side for 2. And for 1. 3 on the right. 1, 2, 3. 3 on the left. 1, 2, 3. Take a breath in. Slowly down. Very good. Take a breath in through the nose. Gently roll the lower back into the mat. Start coming back up again. Sending the knees long. Let's do a little bit of strength work. See if you can hold the hips really still. And we're just going to try and lift the left foot or the left leg into tabletop. Hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Squeeze the bum. Push that other foot in. Lift. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Push that foot in. Bring the other leg up. Lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Push that foot in. Lift again. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, breath in. Gently lower. Mobilising. So you're getting that lovely joint movement for the back, but also getting lots and lots of strength for it. Back again. Let's just do one more. Let's take a breath in. Gently roll the lower back into the mat. Come on up. Into bridge. Sending the knees long again. Tuck the tailbone. Hold that position. And then just drop the butt and lift. Drop for 2. Drop for 3. For 4. For 4. For 3. For 2. For 1. Take a breath in. Slowly lower. And relax. A little bit of back work. A little bit of core work, then we'll do some side legs. So just glue your legs together and gently take the knees in one direction. So let's just remind ourselves, when we're in a stretch, we don't have to practice navel to spine and all that flattening. We want the opposite. So place your right hand on your tummy, and I want you to really fill your hand up as you let your belly become really big on an inhale. Exhale, release. Try and turn the head towards the opposite arm that's outstretched. And again, 2 more. Big breath in. Exhale. Last one. Out breath. Back to centre. So if your back feels tender, this is a beautiful move to do. And again, inhale, let the belly rise. Out breath, release. And again. Last one. Back to centre. Well done. Good work. I just know this class is going to go super quick for all I can just tell. Okay, let's go into our roll-ups to get a little bit of core work, but working more than ever today on the back. So obviously if your legs are straight, and the feet are flexed, you're going to be lengthening the back of the legs a little bit. So let's take a breath in and we'll change the position. So you're not tightening through the hips too much. So take a breath in. Exhale as you bring your arms forward. Take your right hand, place it on the ribs and make sure they're flat. Yep. And big exhale. All the way forward into hamstring stretch. Restart. Don't worry if you can't touch your toes. Draw the belly in. Little C curve, curly curve. C curve of the spine. We're going to do 8 of these. Breath in. Reach forward, ribs down, chin towards the chest. Reach. Restack. Gently down. They should teach Pilates in school, shouldn't they? So that people know how to move the whole body. And again. Gently down. And again. Remember, movement patterns through the joints sends messages to the brain. This person is active. Yeah, the brain recognises the moves. So that's why we want to move as much as we can. And then if you get injured, hopefully the brain will recognise and the message will be quite so blurred. And last one. And then we're going to just do slightly different. So we're going to not quite put the feet on the floor, like the heels are on the floor and the feet are a little bit raised. And you're in like a bent position like this. And this time we're going to draw the belly in, do exactly the same. Gently down. Only to there, don't take the head down. Lower back towards the mat, ribs down, reach up, gently down. If you're hearing a funny little noise, it's probably just because you're rolling on and off the sit bones. So the sit bones are there as you roll off them, they're in your bum. And again. For 4. Draw the belly in, back down. For 3. Down. For 2. Down. For 1. And gently down. Just bring your knees into chest. Have a lovely, lovely stretch. You can have a little roll around if you want. Roll the other way. I think YouTube's still working. And beautiful. And then just gently we're going to come over onto our side. So yeah, anyone who's not used to this, who's watching it, that might be my brother as well. Manta likes side leg, I'm sure of it. But anyone who's watching kind of catch-ups, which I know quite a few do, I know they never seem to get any easier. So we can bend the bottom knee. I'm going to bend the bottom knee just in case there's any newbies watching later. Because if you do the original one, you can have a bit of rocking. So I want the hips to be stable. Really lengthen the top leg. Make sure you've got this gap, or lift up the bottom waist if you can. And if you feel a bit rocky still, you can put the hand there. We're going to lift and lower. We're going to point the foot. Point the foot will work the bum a bit more and the hamstrings. And we're going to flex it in a bit. And another 6. For 6. For 5. For 4, I've definitely got a bit of kale stuck. 3. Not a nice visualisation at all. 1, flex the foot, drop it down. 10, 9. I'm showing my age now. I used to watch a programme called Ally McBeal, which I loved. Which I remember going out for dinner with someone. She used to always have like problems with guys. And he got a piece of broccoli stuck in his teeth. And by the end of the meal, all she could see was a big broccoli spear on his head. And 2, and 1. Point the foot, take it forward, 1, 2, flex it back, try and keep stable, don't move the hips, and back. Yeah, it's not this. Yeah, you'll damage the back if you do that. Keep the core tight. 4, 3, strong glutes will support the lower back. 2, we're not going to go crazy today because I want to do a little bit of work through the upper back. And then just pull it in, take a breath in. Sometimes this is a struggle for some people, so you can always get a band around there, like a resistance band, and pull it in. And then onto your back, let's just do piriformis stretch. Lengthen the leg that you've not been lifting, the leg you have been lifting, bring it to tabletop. With the same hand, push inward. So you want to push the leg in towards the body, inner knee towards the opposite shoulder. Lift up, opposite hand, grab the outside ankle bone and bring that heel into the top of the thigh. Just take a breath in. on the outside, take it to shoulder height. The hand that's on the ankle bone, take it to the outside of the thigh and just bring it over. Take a beautiful breath in, let the belly rise. So anyone who watches Zoom, I'm going to put this one's on YouTube as well if you find YouTube easy to watch. And gently back in, just clutch that knee into chest. And then just take that sole of the foot into the inner thigh of the other leg, just give it a little rub. Opening up that hip a little bit, just into half butterfly stretch. And then take your arms backwards, take a breath in, gently up, out to the other side, and we'll just go again. So I'll show you the original one on this side, just so in case you're just unsure. So lift up the bottom waist, the hips stay together. When you look down, you should be just about to see your feet. You don't want to be in that banana back. Yeah, hand there or there, wherever feels comfortable. Lift and lower. Lift with a pointed foot for 2, for 3. Some people like to point, flex down, point, flex down, but I just, yeah, doesn't really matter as long as you do a varied ankle action. 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex, take it down, lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. They're not supposed to be easy, so if you're feeling them, that's good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, point the foot, take the hand down. 1, 2, flex it back. A lot harder this one to stabilise, so you might want to do that. On this one, 1, 2, flex it back. Point, 1, 2, flex it back. Keep the hips still. Point, 1, 2, navel to spine connected. Point, 1, 2, flex back. Point, 1, 2, 1. It's proprioception. Yeah, we're moving the ankle joint as well, so the brain recognises. I think that's why I'm hoping I've got my movement back a lot quicker. 4 more. Point, 1, 2, flex it back. Point, 1, 2, flex it back. Actually, make this the last one. 1, 2, flex it back. Well done. If you really feel them, as in they're going ouch, 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 then it may mean that you just need a little bit more glute work to strengthen. And well done. Oh, I'm going to see my goddaughter. I've got a couple of hours off this afternoon before I work tonight, and yeah, my goddaughter's little baby boy today. Push it across the midline. Yeah, even that, if you're super tight around here, the piriformis area, the upper kind of hip area, that might be enough. You might not even need to pull it in, or you can pull it in. Sometimes when people pull it in, they lose the movement, so you're still pushing on the outside of that knee. Hold. Well done. Take that hand and opposite. Oh, take a lovely breath in, let the belly rise. Wonderful. And then last but not least, let's come over onto our front. And we'll just do a little bit, just a tiny bit for upper back. So I just want you to take the palms of your hands into your trousers, the seams of your trousers. Push the pubic bone down into the mat, tip the tailbone, draw the belly in, slide the shoulders up and then all the way down. Keep them there. And then just lift. I just want you to lift And see if you can take the hands to the back and clasp them. If not, just place them there. Pull, down, hold, then release, and take them out to capital T. Reach the middle fingers of each hand to opposite sides of the wall. Hold, gently back in, and slowly. For time, that's all we'll do, but try and do them quite a bit if you can, just to reverse that rounded shoulderedness and get a little bit of a stretch. My brother was saying actually when I went to see someone when he was away in Croatia, he has a lot of problems to his scapula from lifting heavy buckets and things, that his pecs were tight, and that often happens. Yeah, so the pecs, the front of the chest, so that will stretch it out. And just side to side, a little simple movement like this to release the back. Beautiful. And then just come, legs together, just come to sit into a shell stretch. Take some beautiful breaths in. And then gently back up. And then just come into tucking your toes under, taking the hips nice and high, walking the hands back. Again, just walk right heel, left heel down, and then bring the heels up and see if you can just bring the right leg up and look underneath the right arm as you send that right foot towards the left butt cheek. Opening up the hip again. Back again, the other way. Take it up, round, and gently soften the knees, walk your hands back and slowly up. And perfect time.